This is going to be the second part of what I did on my birthday weekend. So I will be covering Friday and Saturday, October's 18th and 19th. Friday, we went into Denver to do something that I've been anticipating for 2.5, 3 months, which is axe throwing. We did axe throwing. It's very exciting. We decided to dress up, but of the four of us, we all had kind of different ideas of what that meant. My brother and I took that to mean, barbarian, Viking, throwing axes, grrr. Whereas my sister and her friend took that to mean like lumberjacks. You saw the outfits I was planning on. I did a bit of a variation of that. We got there and we did a bunch of throwing axes and stuff. And as much as I would love to tell you otherwise, of the four of us, yours truly was the worst. In my heart, I was the best, but in reality, I was the worst. Oh, and it's a bullseye!
Elizabeth, I did get 2 zeros.
Oh yeah.
Relax, just let go. Well, that's definitely win at all costs mentality. Wait, don't pull it out yet.
Whoa, Kenneth, is that a bullseye?
Yep.
Woo! Okay, let's go. After we did axe throwing, there was a different section of the same building thing where they had a rage cage, but they called it, on the website, they called it a rage room, and in person they called it a rec room. I had bought tickets, I guess, in advance for me and my friend to go ahead and break some stuff. So what we got to do is we got to pick like $5 worth of breakable stuff. We could have added more on there, but we just wanted to use the tickets that we had and we didn't want to have to buy more. And then I got to choose my weapon. and they had like 4 different kinds of baseball bats and this big hammer that, again, it looked like it was a small replica of Mjolnir. And my brother was pointing at that and he's like, you need to take this, you need to take this. And so I'm like, you're right, I do need to take this. I went to grab it and that thing was so heavy. It was just not conducive to raging out. So I picked a baseball bat. Once I had all of my items picked, they gave me this. It kind of looks like PPE for all of you people in the medical field. It kind of looked like personal protective equipment. And then we were also given this visor to protect our eyes, of course, and gloves, and we were told to go into the room. And once we were in the room, it was me and the guy who was telling me what I was supposed to be doing, and he kind of went over the rules, which were basically like, you can, but please don't throw it up and hit it, because if you break the glass observation window, they're gonna charge you $100 to get it fixed, because apparently that's happened like 4 times. He's like, everything else is free game. Once I exit the room, I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds and then I'm gonna put on the music and then you can go crazy. And I did. He put on some like really heavy, just make you wanna destroy stuff music. And it was perfect, and the music definitely helped, because it would have been silent and I would have been seeing people behind me. But since I had this blasting music in, I was able to just Hulk out, more or less. I had an allotted time frame of 15 minutes. I did not use that all. I think I would be surprised if I was in there for 5 minutes.
Slow-mo is very fun.
Once we were finished with the rec room, we left and had a couple of hours to kill before we went to dinner. The first thing we did was we went to Voodoo Donuts, and we each got probably too many donuts. After Voodoo Donuts, we went to a bookstore to kill a little bit more time, and then we went to Casa Bonita to eat. And Casa Bonita is not a franchise. It is a very Denver restaurant. It is Mexican food. It's American Mexican food that is not good. Not good at all. Very mediocre. It's the whole experience of when you're there, and for me and my siblings it was very nostalgic because we used to go there occasionally when we were children. And so they have cliff divers, and they have mariachi music. My sister had the mariachi band come over and sing me happy birthday. After that, we came back here and went to bed. I watched The Spy Who Dumped Me, which is another great movie. I really wanted to watch it because at the very beginning of the movie, it's Mila Kunis's 30th birthday. And I'm like, yep, gonna watch this. So I watched that, and then I went to bed. The next morning, which was Saturday, so me and my friend went to brunch, and then we walked around downtown a little bit. I had thought that we were going to go to Boulder or to a corn maze or a pumpkin patch or something, but when I got back here, my sister was here and she hadn't eaten lunch yet, and then she's just like, okay, well, after we eat, I'm taking a nap. But after that, we did a murder mystery dinner. We dressed up because of course we did. It was 1950s theme. I have a lot of early to mid-century garb, so we were able to do that. Me, my sister, and our friends decided to go with us, and we all dressed up like it was the 50s. I don't have any pictures from the actual event because it's a murder mystery. It was alright. The food was weird. There were a few people who were my age or younger. Aside from the four of us, there were probably 10 people who were my age or younger. And then everyone else was like late 50s, early 60s. Or older. Which was fine. It was probably meant for them anyway, and we just saw it and were like, oh, well, we're commandeering this. Once we were finished, we came back here to switch into more comfortable clothes, and then we all went and got milkshakes. Then we came back here pretty quickly. Went to bed because when my friends left this morning, almost 6 o'clock in the morning, so she had to be there really early. It's weird to get back on your schedule after you've been off for so long. But that's how it's gonna go. Since the whole point of this series was kind of doing things leading up to my birthday, and my birthday has passed, and I'm another year older, I feel like I shouldn't call it that anymore, but I still have a couple of things that I want to do. So I'm just gonna do something like, well, I'm gonna change the name first of all. It's no longer applicable. I do plan on posting more videos. They will be more varied though. Some of my videos will still be of me trying new things, but I'm also planning on doing other random videos as well. I know there are a couple of movies I want to talk about, because that market is not saturated enough. I hope you enjoyed this journey, I suppose. I'll be coming back, but it'll just be a little bit different, so probably won't be a different background. Have a great day!